Everyone looks at the shiny new car and thinks, they must be doing well. But what if that thought, that exact moment of comparison, is the starting point of a global trap? A trap that doesn't just take your money, but trade your future time, your peace of mind, and your potential for a fleeting feeling of status. This isn't about cars. This is about one of the most seductive and expensive stories ever sold to the human psyche. And for the next few minutes, we're going to walk through every corridor of this trap, from the gleaming showroom floor to the quiet despair of a retirement account that never grew. My name is Bryson, and this is the story of how ordinary people everywhere are tricked into financing their own captivity. Let's start where it always starts, with a feeling. You're waiting at a red light. The engine of the vehicle next to you purrs with a quiet, expensive confidence. You glance over. It's a fortress on wheels. Polished, towering, imposing. The person inside isn't looking at you. They're gazing ahead, a picture of assured success. And in that split second, a silent transaction occurs in your mind. You measure your own worth against their machine. Your reliable, paid-off car suddenly feels like a confession of inadequacy. This feeling, this pinch of insecurity, is not an accident. It is the meticulously cultivated soil in which the entire system grows. It's the hook. For decades, we've been fed a single, powerful narrative that what we own tells the world who we are. That external validation is the ultimate prize. A luxury vehicle isn't transportation. It's a moving monument to success. It's the world's most visible report card. This story is so pervasive, so baked into our films, our advertisements, our social media feeds, that we accept it as truth. We believe the shiny car is the finish line. But I'm here to tell you, it's often the starting line of a long, slow financial detour that leads away from everything you actually want. So how does the trap spring? It begins with a kindness, with an offer to help. You walk into a dealership not with a pile of cash, but with a dream and a modest budget. The salesperson doesn't show you the $70,000 price tag first. They ask, what do you want your monthly payment to be? This is the first magic trick. They shift your focus from the total cost, a scary, sobering number, to a monthly figure that sounds manageable. This is the psychology of the small number. Our brains are wired to avoid large, painful costs, but we can rationalize smaller, recurring ones. It's why subscription models rule the world. A $1,200 monthly mortgage feels massive. A $700 car payment? Well, that's just a bill. Then comes the masterstroke, the extension of time. Remember when a car loan lasted 36 months? Those days are gone, replaced by a new normal of 72, 84, even 96 months. The math is simple but devastating. A $40,000 SUV over 3 years is roughly $1,200 a month. A psychological wall. But that same $40,000 over 7 years? That's about $550 a month. A psychological doorway. You walk through it. You've just been seduced by the monthly payment. But you've agreed to pay thousands more in interest over the life of the loan. You sign a contract where you'll be making payments on an object that is melting in value faster than you're paying it off. This leads to the inescapable prison of negative equity. By year 3 or 4 of your 7-year loan, your car has lost over half its value. But you've only paid off a third of the loan. You now owe the bank $25,000 for a car that's only worth $18,000. You are underwater. You are trapped. This isn't a mistake. It's the core mechanism of the system. This negative equity is the chain that binds you to the cycle. You cannot sell. You cannot escape without writing a check for thousands you don't have. So you stay in your cage, making payments. But the system isn't cruel enough to leave you lonely in your cage. It offers you a way out, a new hope, which is just a deeper level of the trap. This is the trade-in cycle, the perpetual motion machine of modern auto finance. Around year 4, you're bored. The new model has sleeker lights, a bigger screen. You're still $7,000 underwater. The dealer smiles and says, we can handle that. We'll just roll what you owe into your new loan. Let's translate that. You give them back your old car. They add your $7,000 debt to the price of a brand new $45,000 car. Your new loan isn't for $45,000. It's for $52,000. You have just paid $7,000 to give your car back. You drive off the lot with the dopamine hit of something new, but you are financially further from freedom than when you started. The clock resets to 84 months. You will do this again in 3 years. And again, this is the hamster wheel. You are now a customer for life, forever financing the feeling of newness, forever paying for cars you no longer own. It's a rolling funeral for your wealth. Why is this cycle so hard to break? Because the second layer of the trap is not financial, it's psychological. They aren't selling you metal and rubber. They're selling you an identity. They're selling a solution to your insecurity. Do you feel overlooked? This truck says you're a force to be reckoned with. Do you feel chaotic? This sleek SUV says you have everything under control. Do you feel ordinary? This sports car screams that you're exceptional. Marketing geniuses have spent billions linking your deepest insecurities to vehicle design. The car becomes a prosthetic for your personality. This is why logical arguments about interest rates fail. You're not arguing about math with someone. You're arguing against their self-esteem. Suggesting a cheaper car isn't heard as financial advice. It's heard as, you don't deserve to feel this way. The vehicle is no longer an asset. It's a member of the family, defended with irrational passion. Now let's step back and look at the true cost, the staggering, life-altering trade that happens in the shadows. This is about the parallel life you don't get to live. Let's follow two different people over 15 years. We'll call them Alex and Sam. Alex takes the common path. At age 30, they finance a $40,000 SUV with a 7-year loan. The payment is $550. But the real cost, insurance, fuel, maintenance, is $1,100 a month. Alex does this. In year 4, they trade in, rolling $5,000 of debt into a new loan. They repeat this cycle. Sam chooses a different path. At 30, Sam buys a safe, reliable used car for $15,000 in cash. Sam's monthly cost for insurance, fuel, and maintenance is $400. This means Sam has $700 left over every single month. Sam invests that $700 every month into a simple, low-cost index fund. Let's fast forward 7 years. Alex has just finished their first cycle and is starting their second loan. They have no car equity and no investments. They have spent over $92,000 on transportation. Sam owns a used car worth $5,000 and an investment portfolio worth over $85,000. Now let's go to year 15. Alex is 45. They have cycled through 3 vehicles, always in debt, always with a payment. They have spent over $200,000 on cars and have nothing to show for it but a driveway with a depreciating asset. Sam is 45. Sam's initial investments have been compounding. That $700 a month, consistently invested, has now grown to a portfolio worth approximately $285,000. Sam owns their car outright. Sam's net worth is nearly $300,000 higher than Alex's, simply because of one different decision made 15 years ago. This is the grand, silent theft. It's not about the car. It's about the compound interest you sacrificed. You didn't just buy a car. You sold a future. You traded a temporary feeling for a university fund, a down payment on a home, financial security for your parents, or years of early retirement. The system cleverly disguises this trade because the cost is hidden in the future, in the life you aren't living. It's a shadow life of wealth, security, and freedom that vanishes before it ever has a chance to exist. This system is global because it targets universal human desires. The desire to belong, to be respected, to feel significant. The currencies and the car models change, but the playbook is the same. Amplify insecurity, offer a shiny solution, and finance it over a time frame that obscures its true cost. So what is the way out? It begins with a radical shift in what you value. You must see the expensive new car for what it often truly is. Not a trophy, but a liability in disguise. A public declaration that you value immediate social perception over long-term, private security. The most powerful status symbol in the modern world is no longer a logo on your grill. It is your unfunded liability. It is your lack of debt. It is your growing net worth. It is the peace of mind that comes from knowing a job loss or a repair bill won't capsize your life. Embrace the power of the clunker. The boring, reliable, paid-off car is a stealth wealth machine. Every month, it runs without a payment. It is silently funding your future. Redirect that would-be car payment into an investment. Let the growth of your assets become your new source of pride and identity. Let your statement be not "look what I drive," but "look what I built." Finally, understand this. When you truly build wealth, you can have anything you want. This isn't about never having a nice car. It's about order of operations. It's about buying it from a position of power, not debt. Imagine walking into a dealership and paying cash. The dynamic flips entirely. You are no longer a debtor begging for terms. You are a patron. The freedom in that moment, owing nothing to anyone, is a luxury infinitely more profound than any heated leather seat. The world's loudest voices will always urge you to spend your future to decorate your present, to trade the substance of a secure life for the shadow of an impressive one. But the ultimate luxury is not being noticed. It is optionality. It is peace. It is the quiet, unshakable confidence that comes from knowing your security is not parked in your driveway, depreciating. It's working for you, compounding silently in the background, building a foundation so solid that no economic storm can shake it. That is the life the system doesn't advertise. That is the path it hopes you never find. Your job is to find it and walk it, one safe payment at a time.